Thankful Thursday, January 22nd, and welcome to an all new episode of Style by Stevie. We are the one and only Mr. Taylor Byron himself. It is since we've caught up. We did our very first interview, I want to say during the pandemic. It was a whole
Mhm,
lot going on. We did at least two interviews, and now we are
mhm.
catching up with the new year of 2026. So, how have you been, strangers? A minute?
It's been a minute. Yeah, I've been good. Just staying busy, trying to live in this crazy world we got going on, and just I'm happy to be here though. I'm happy to see your face. It's been a minute, like you said, and it's good to get together.
Yes, 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 yes. So, overall, what have you been up to? Like you said, it's been a minute since we our last interview. I want to say was 2023, just after the
hmm
music video and everything. So much has happened since then. But how have you been maintaining? What did you do to celebrate your holidays and ring in the new year? We're now in 2026.
2026. Yeah, was with family. My parents came in and we hung out together, and what else did we do? Not really much. Just everybody together, getting together, having some fun, eating some good food, things like that. And in the meantime, had a lot of auditions that I had to manage and work with those and try to get everything on the same playing field. It's been busy. Can't complain though, because I know a lot of people in the industry aren't getting a lot of opportunities, and I feel bad about that. Had a lot of shrinking, but yeah, stayed busy with a lot of auditions, trying to film a couple things, and just eat some good food, but not get too big because I still need to fit the food. I mean, need to fit the clothes for all my modeling jobs and acting jobs.
Yes, yes. And speaking of modeling and acting, I'm pretty sure you've seen your co-star who you starred in the music video with.
Mm.
She was also a cameo in the video. Tiana Taylor just won
Yes,
her award. So congrats to her and
yes.
Ryan
Congrats to her on her
Coogler.
nomination too, her Academy Award nomination. Great job on that.
Absolutely. Where were you when you saw that she won? Because it was everywhere. I woke up and I didn't see the announcements and stuff until the next day of who won what.
Where was I? I was actually, I think I was driving, and I got the notifications that I saw that she had won, and I know she's a very hard worker. On set when we
Yes.
were doing the video, she was locked in. We came across each other for a quick minute, and very nice person, very hard worker. I always tell everybody too. I'm kind of getting a little off tangent, but you see all the success stories in this business and entertainment and whatnot, and everyone thinks there's overnight celebrities and things just blow up. People like Tiana, um, anybody that you see is successful, they've been working forever. This has been going on for a long time. Behind every success, there's about 10 years of work to get to that point. And for someone like her, who's just like at the top of the totem pole right now, it's 20 years of work. And she's been working hard. And it's all paying off for her. She's done so much in dance, so much in music, and now so much in acting. It's, kudos to her.
Absolutely. She and to add on, she's been doing this since she was what 15 years old. This,
hmm
I mean, she's worked with Beyonce, helped Beyonce, and to see her at where she's at now in her career as a mother, as
Yeah.
an actress, as the multi hyphenate, you yourself also too. So all three of you together in this video, it just blended perfectly. Like Doja Cat is the ultimate hyphenate, Tiana, yourself included. All three of you are the ultimate hyphenates because you're able to juggle and find that balance. And to see her now, and then her acceptance speech, like she just couldn't hold
hmm
back the tears. Her
hmm
babies were backstage. So I'm just like, yes, this is her element because I mean, she's put in the work. And even though it seems like I remember her at one point saying, I'm going to retire. I'm like, no,
No,
don't.
no, no, no,
You
no.
still have a gift. And now that gift is being paid off. She's
hmm
also going to be portraying Dionne Ward. Dionne Ward
Yeah.
handpicked her to play her in a story about her life. So that is big as well too. So again, hats off to Tiana Taylor. And again, the music video, I keep watching it, watching you, watching her just walk down the aisle. I'm like, okay, yes, this chemistry was perfect
Oh,
to be.
no, it's the
So
she's good. She's great. Shout out to her song "Google Me." She was ahead of her time with that song, and she knew. And now people are googling her all day, and they're getting all the information. Um, yeah, there's a lot of people that are working hard, and I think that the way that the industry has gone the last couple years, um, it's shrunk, and a lot of people have sort of taken time off or went to go do other things, and the people that are still working today and working hard today are the ones that like really have the passion for it, because you have to really have the passion to kind of push through all of the unfortunate events or the downsizing or the the changes that we're facing, but it's still fun. I love it. When I get an alert that I got an audition or I book something, I feel good.
And it's just an exhilarating feeling. You can't really compare it to anything else. It's like an addiction. I'll say it like that. It's like I'm getting a hit of something. I'm like, oh, here we are. We in it again. Yeah.
absolutely. And a very special shout outs to my brother K Tukes, host of the K Tuke Spot. Hopefully, he will be joining me next week's closing out this month.
What's
So
happening,
make sure you
brother?
guys head on over and subscribe to the K Tuke Spot. We have a collab coming up next month. So I mean,
Mm,
well, at the end of this month, closing out, going into February. So you guys stay tuned. Hopefully, if that ice storm or snowstorm or whatever we're going to get down here in South Carolina, I don't know. I'm not Mother Nature,
mm.
so I can't predict the weather or what's going to happen, but I want you all to be safe out there. In the meantime, make sure that you guys are subscribed to my brother K Tukes. And he's in Florida, so he'll hold it down while I'm going. You guys can check out his platform. And he has some shows playing this week coming up. So while I'm gone, fighting whatever this is that is coming our way down here in South Carolina. I know it's going expected to go to Georgia, DC, Texas. There's going to be some power outages and stuff. So I
Hmm.
need you guys to make sure that you prepare yourselves. One of my guests that was supposed to be coming on the show next week is in Detroit, and Detroit got a lot of snow. So I don't
Mm.
know how much snow we're going to get, if we're going to get snow, or what's going to happen this weekend. And I just got through talking to my mom a few minutes ago, Taylor. She just like, girl, stop talking about that weather storm. I'm like, I have shows next week.
No, no,
So,
no. It's very serious. My
yes, but
mom
you
is headed
guys,
down to Atlanta soon, and I know that it's going to be affecting the stuff over there. And yeah, it's definitely scary. I've read some stuff about it, so I want everybody to be safe.
shout outs to my girl, Chef Sky.
Hey,
Hey, my
Chef.
boo thing, Stevie, Tyler. Yes, Taylor. We are here with Taylor Byron, and you guys might know him from that iconic video alongside two of music's most powerful women, Doja Cat and Tiana Taylor, who are dominating right now. The video is Woman, and you guys can go and check it here on YouTube. It's one of my favorite songs. It gets me going, and it's a song that gets you going. And not only to mention, Doja Cat not too long ago just put out some new music. So
Hmm.
y'all go. The feel is different from the video and that album that she put out. The
Hmm.
album at that time for the single Woman that she put out at the time. The feel is very 80s. So if you are a
Hmm.
fan of the 80s, when she chewed the lipstick on the red carpet, I'm like, okay, I know she's up to something. She's cooking up something. So just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. It is award show season, and Sinners is up for quite a few Oscar
Yes.
nominations. Yes. Buzz is Oscar season. So, Taylor, are you looking forward to Oscar season? Because I'm pretty sure you're going to be doing a lot of press
Oh,
for
I'm looking
this
forward to
season.
it. I I have a couple friends that are going to be involved in a lot of the processes, and I might join them and hit a couple red carpets. I didn't do the Emmys this year because um I had a lot of stuff going on with my family, and I wasn't able to make it. But I did the year before, and it was great. Um, I thought about a lot about Sinners, and I thought about a lot how initially when the movie came out, it had ruffled a lot of feathers with Ryan's deal that he got that made a lot of old Hollywood uncomfortable. But I love that. I love that he made him uncomfortable, and I love that he's shaking it up, and I love that our people are being recognized. Now, I don't want this to make it. I don't want it to sound like
I don't want it to sound like
I want us to be
I want
recognized by
us to
those
be
people,
recognized by those people.
but
But
having a seat at the
having
table
a seat at the table
is not a
is
necessity,
not a
but
necessity,
it's a
but
sign of
it's a
respect.
sign of respect.
We don't need to have to
We don't
sit
need to
there
have
on
to
our
sit
own
there on
to
our
make
own
ourselves feel
to make
good,
ourselves feel
but
good.
they need to understand
They
that
need to understand that
we need to be respected
we
and
need
we
to be
need to be
respected. We need to
identified.
be identified.
And I appreciate
And
that.
I
And I appreciate
appreciate
the
that, and
Academy
I
has done
appreciate
that
the
this
Academy
year.
has done that this year.
And no matter
And
what
no
happens, no
matter what
matter
happens, no
if we
matter
win or if we
if
don't
we
win,
win or if we don't win,
people need to understand that
people need to
what we
understand that
make and what
what
we
we make
create
and what we create
is right there. And
is
it's on
right
the
there,
level and
and
it's
it's on the
above all the
level, and it's
levels
above
of
all the
anything
levels
else
of
that you could see. So
anything
I
else that
just
you
want
can
to give
see.
a
So
big
I
shout out
just
to
want to give a
everyone
big
that
shout
got
out to
nominated.
everyone that got nominated.
And the movie was
And the
incredible.
movie was incredible.
Hopefully, I mean, if
Hopefully,
they come
I mean,
together
if
and they
they
put
come
together a
together and they put
sequel,
together a sequel,
that can work too.
that
But
can
yeah,
work too.
great
But yeah,
work.
great work.
Michael did an incredible
Michael did an
job.
incredible job.
Ryan did an incredible
Ryan did an
job.
incredible job.
Everyone
Everyone
was on point,
was on
and
point, and
yeah, it just feels good.
yeah,
It
it just
feels
feels good.
good
It
to
feels
know
good
that
to know that
people saw it.
people
It's not
saw it.
one of those
It's not
Oscar
one of those
nominees
Oscar
that
nominees that
didn't do well at the box
didn't do
office.
well
It
at the
did
box
excellent,
office. It did
and
excellent,
that
and
really means
that
more
really
to me
means
than
more
actually
to
the
me than
awards
actually the
because
awards
people put their
because
money where their
people
mouth
put their
is,
money where their mouth,
and that's what we're always
and
looking
that's
for
what we're
because
always looking for because
this is art, but it's
this is
still the
art, but
movie
it's still the
business. It's
movie
still
business.
the TV
It's still the
business. It's
TV
still the
business. It's
entertainment
still the
business, and
entertainment
business
business.
is what trumps all.
Business is what trumps all.
Absolutely. And seat at the table. I'm gonna go back to what you just said about that when you said that. Aunjanue Ellis, love her. She just recently did my girl T.S. Madison's podcast Outlaws, and I think this was a few years back. She was at an award show, and she said something about a seat at the table. She said, "No, I want the acres of land. I want everything, and that's for Black creators, rightfully so." So we don't need to be demanding. Absolutely, to what you just said. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I kind of gave that face because that's what I've been telling my viewers as well too. Is that we don't necessarily have to fight to get, their what's the word that I'm looking for? Their approval, their
Yeah.
validation on our talent and our worth. We have award shows like BET, like NAACP that give us representation, and representation is key all across the diaspora. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I do here on my platform is I make sure that I'm including everybody, that no corner is left unturned.
Mm-hmm.
So I make sure that I pour into everybody and give them their flowers. As you can see with
And we
every
appreciate
single
it.
one
And
of
you
my
did. You're doing a great
You're doing
job.
a
You've been
great
doing a
job.
great job.
and I receive it. I receive it. I receive it because it's important. Representation for us is important. So when I seen that Sinners was nominated and rightfully so, and then people were upset because I'm like, how
Mm-hmm.
could you snub that? You can't snub that. It's one of the most talked about films. A lot. I mean, Ryan Coogler is a maestro. I
A
mean, from
maestro.
Black Panther, and then there's going to be a third Black Panther. Yes, the
Mm-hmm.
cat's out the bag. I'm revealing it here. It is going to be a third Black Panther. And the rumor mill is swirling around saying that Denzel Washington could be a part of this one. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Don't quote me. Don't hold me to it. But y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned because Ryan Coogler, I mean, if he can put Delroy Lindo in Sinners, who's one of my favorite actors. Y'all know I'm a
Oh,
big
and he's
Aaliyah fan.
deserved
Deserved
way more
way
Academy
more
Award
Academy
nominations
Award
than he has.
nominations
Like they
than he has.
robbed him a couple
Robbed him
times,
a
and
couple
I'm so
times.
glad they
I'm so glad
recognized
they
him this time.
recognized.
Like Crooklyn, I mean Spike Lee, that was a classic. We all know Crooklyn. Like uh and I mean, like all of the lines, all of the lingo, we know Crooklyn for sure. But another one of my favorites that he did was Romeo Must Die with Jet Li. And
Mm-hmm.
y'all know I'm a big Aaliyah fan. Hence why I've got the fairer hair today. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
big Aaliyah fan. So Delroy played her dad in Romeo Must Die. And a lot of people keep forgetting that. Anthony Anderson was also in the film.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he can cast Delroy for Sinners, who's to say he can't put Denzel in Black Panther 3? So I don't know who's going to fill Chadwick's shoes because those are some pretty big shoes to fill. And I mean, Wakanda Forever, again, top the cake. Black Panther, the first one, was a success, was a phenomenon. But the third one, they're saying Denzel, so I don't know. I don't know. Y'all just have to stay tuned. Again, don't quote me to it, but y'all stay tuned. There is going to be a Black Panther 3. So
Mm-hmm.
shout outs to Ryan Coogler and congrats on the nominations. And I can't wait to see who else is going to be nominated, that is out here making recognition, that is making noise. And that's important. And I know Tiana is deserving of that. There are so many actors who are out here doing the thing that are so deserving of it. Because 2025 was the year for every black filmmaker, black creator to show up and show out, and they did. And Sinners sold out at box office. Like people were still talking about, oh my God, I want to go see it again and again and again, and people were going to do that. So
Hmm. I
I
think about all the
think
progress that
about
we've
all the
made,
progress that we've made,
and obviously
and
there's more.
obviously there's more.
There's always more
yes.
There's
mountains to
always more
climb.
mountains to climb.
But just think
But
about it.
just think
I
about it.
don't know
I don't
how you
know
felt when you were
how you
growing up,
felt
but
when you were
when
growing up, but
I was
when
growing up,
I was growing up,
we didn't get these kind of
we didn't get
chances,
these kind of chances,
and they locked us in the
and
boxes,
they locked us in the boxes,
and we had to
and
sort
we
of
had to sort of
play a character,
play a
play a
character,
role, always be the
play a role,
same.
always be the same.
Like Eddie made a
Like
good point about
Eddie
it
made a good point about it,
in
and
Bowfinger when
Bowfinger when
he mentioned about
he mentioned about
us being nominated or
us
winning
being
awards. We
nominated or
always got to
winning
play a
awards,
slave or we got to be beat
slave,
down or whatever.
down, whatever.
And now that
And now that
the horizons have
the
expanded
horizons have
and people
expanded
recognize
and
us for
people
more than
recognize
just
us for more than just
being
being
the help,
the help,
literally, it
literally,
feels good.
it feels good.
And I appreciate it.
And I
And
appreciate
there's
it.
more
And
mountains to
there's
climb. Like I
more
said,
mountains
there's
to
more
climb.
stuff
Like I
that we
said,
have to
there's more
do,
stuff we have to do,
more art that we have to
more art
create,
we have to
more
create,
doors we got to
more
kick
doors
in.
we got to kick in.
But
But
it's good to see
it's
that
good to see
stuff
that
is being
stuff is
recognized.
being recognized.
Absolutely. And it's a whole lot more to come. It's a whole lot more to come for each and every one of us. And these are the list of nominations for Sinners: Best Casting, Best Hair and Makeup Styling, Best Virtual Effects, Best Sound, Best Original Song, uh, Best Production Design. Again, Ruth E. Carter is nominated for Best Costume Design. Again, Best Cinematography. Ryan Coogler, Best Original Screenplay. Delroy Lindo, Best Supporting Actor. Best Supporting Actress. One me. We've got Michael B. Jordan, Best Actor, and Ryan Coogler, Best Actor. Best Pictures, Sinners. So you guys have to stay tuned for it. Like, black, I'm seeing more black Oscar nominees as well too. So we know the Oscars, again. Let's be real about it. They've had an
Hmm.
issue with wanting black winners or nominating black actors, and if they typically nominate black actors, you would see. Let's see, for example, um, Thursdays. What would happen? It was Viola Davis and
Yep.
Kerry Washington, yep, Shondaland. So they
Uh-huh.
would put maybe Kerry Washington in one category, and you might have somebody like, let's say, Kate or a Nicole Kidman, and it may
Hmm.
be two black actresses, and the rest are all white. So that's
Hmm.
the issue that we're having. So hopefully, Sinners will get its just due because it was one of the most talked about phenomenons in 2025, and rightfully so. 16 nominations that I just read off to y'all. So we're gonna see. We still have, like Taylor said, a long way to go, work to do. And Jamie Foxx said something on the red carpet that I totally can agree with. He said that they can try to erase our existence, erase our history, erase our talent, but we gonna go on and we gonna make some more. And that's
Hmm.
to any black filmmaker, any black producer out here. So I always try to make sure that I am shining a light and highlighting black filmmakers, black producers, black directors, everything, and emphasizing that on here on my platform. And I remember sitting down with the filmmaker, and he was just like, "Why did you choose to interview me out of all people?" I said, "Because I believe," before we set up the interview, I said, "Because I believe in giving my people, people who look like me, a space where they can share their projects, where they can promote their projects, where they don't feel uh, left out or not seen. I want
Uh-huh.
to make sure that our people see that if you want to get out here and you want to make films, there's a way and an avenue for you." And it's so many up and coming black filmmakers out here. And you got to start somewhere. So I see
Oh
them,
yeah.
oh, you looking down on Tubi, you looking down on all black. No, you
No, no,
have to
no.
start somewhere. No, no, no. Go ahead,
No,
Taylor.
and
I'm
that's the
sorry.
thing.
No, and
And you
that's the
made a good
thing.
point.
You made a
For
good
some
point.
reason, we always
For some
look at stuff that we're
look
involved in
at
as
stuff that we're
being
involved in as
devalued or
being
lesser
devalued
than, and it's
or
not.
lesser than, and it's not.
Who's determining what it is?
Who's
Who's telling
determining
us
what it
that
is? Who's
2B
telling us
is
that 2B
less?
is
Who's
less?
telling us
Who's
that
telling us
what we
that
make is,
what we
you
make
know,
is,
not a serious film or whatever. Like there's no reason to downplay that. Like why is some entertainment thought of as more important than other entertainment? Like no, if it puts a smile on your face, if it makes you think critically, if it makes you spark up a conversation with someone, that's important. That matters. And I love Tubi. I love another thing. Okay, just to plug some stuff that I'm working on. I just shot a vertical, and they're doing
Yes,
vertical
I was
real.
gonna ask. Go
And
ahead.
so, um, it's a black vertical, and I have been getting a lot of auditions over the last year or two for these verticals, and they're always no. But and let me stop by saying I appreciate it. I thank my agents, my managers for sending me all of the auditions, and I'm appreciative. And anytime I'm thought of, it means a lot to me. But these productions are all white, and everything is white, and the story is white, and the person I'm auditioning for is probably white, and I don't even know how I even got the audition. And I realize that we need to infiltrate that avenue of verticals and make our own stuff. So a great friend of mine who's a great director, Tamika Briscoe, she has a project, and it is a black vertical, and it's called Separate Rooms. And it's about a couple that do a podcast. They're a big social media couple. They're the top toast of the town, and they break up, but they still want to stay and live in their house because they don't want to break. They don't want to like sell their property, so they want to stay in their condo. So they're living in their condo in separate rooms, but they're still doing the podcast and still known in the industry, and it follows what's going on with them, and it's really funny and it's really thought provoking, but it's a story for us. And I don't care if other people from other communities don't value it the way that we value it, because it's not their business to value it. We value what was valuable to us. How am I going to go to someone in someone else's life, in someone else's house, in someone else's community, and tell them what's valuable to them isn't valuable? That doesn't matter. So when people try to take shots at Tubi, take shots at BET, take shots at all the stuff that matters to us, I don't care. It's us. It's for us. We did it. And that's what's more valuable than anything. Our foundation. And that's why I love coming on with you, because you understand that you're talking to the people that matter for us. And it doesn't have to touch everybody. But if it touches the right people, boom, you did it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And not only that, but these filmmakers probably went to school. They've went to school for it. They've done the work. They've applied themselves.
Yeah.
And they're not getting the recognition. And it's because people, like I said, they look down. They have a mind where it's just set on yes, you can. Yes, if you like the big companies like the Paramounts, if you like all of them, yes. But make sure that you are supporting Black filmmakers out here. And I can give
Mm-hmm.
a list of a couple that I've had the pleasure of sitting down with. Dewan Ford is one.
Mm-hmm.
Dewan Ford, Nelson Davis, Bombshell. He's coming on the show in the spring, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Nelson and Taylor and DC Chambers, they are all friends of Style by Stevie. They are all
Yes.
friends of the show, and it was only right to bring Taylor back. But Nelson's coming back on. Nelson has done his own thing, and he just recently did an interview with my girl. Make sure y'all go and check her out. Faith is the substance. Nelson said, you know what, college? No, I don't want to go to college. I'm going ahead and start me a call center. His story is amazing for
Yeah.
how he started his business, the Nelson J. Davis Film Production Company. Terry T. Miles is another. So y'all need to be out here supporting them. Dr. Maya Speller, a black woman who is telling her story based off of books that she's wrote. Who do we know that has done something like that? And she's a mainstream because everyone
Mm-hmm.
has went to see her projects. That'd be Terry McMillan. That would be Terry McMillan. Waiting to Exhale. How Stella
Yeah.
got her groove back. So I mean, if you want to go to the erotic side, hello, Zane, Zane. But yeah, she took it to a whole nother level. We're taking her books and turning them into
Mhm.
cinematography, turn them into actual things. So I mean, there are so many black filmmakers out here who have taken their masters, their craft, and have given it to you right there, and that are telling stories about us because we're not a one trick pony. All of us as
No.
black creators, black actors, black actresses, we're and sometimes they typecast us, and it's just like show us in a different light,
Mhm.
show us in a different light. Don't just put us in one specific category. And not only that, but make sure you're telling our stories because there are people out here who are humanizing with the character. And they're taking this seriously now. They will walk up to you on the street and tell you what they don't like about your
Exactly.
character, what
Exactly.
they,
Exactly.
all of that. And I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you've gotten that as well.
No, yeah, I
No,
shot a
yeah,
show. I don't know if you're familiar with
I don't
Tough
know if
Love
you're familiar
Atlanta.
with
I
Love Atlanta.
season
I
2. We
season
shot
two.
that and
Yes.
it
Shot
came out
that and
last
it
year,
came out
and
last
I
year,
played a
and
character,
I played a character,
uh
uh,
Lorenzo, I believe.
Lorenzo, I
Lorenzo is the
believe.
character's name, and he
Lorenzo is
was,
the character name. He was,
fast talking, crazy on a
fast talking,
podcast,
crazy on a
all types
podcast,
of
all types of
misogynistic views,
misogynistic
and
views. And
so many people came to me in
so
real
many
life and were
people came
like,
to me in
"I
real
hate
life and
that.
were
I
like,
hate you
I hate
doing
that.
all
I
that.
hate
Like,
doing all
this
that.
and
Like,
that, this and that."
this and that, this and
And I'm
that.
like, "It's a TV
And I'm
show.
like,
I
it's a
swear."
TV show. I
But
swear,
because podcasts are
but
so big
because
right now, a
podcasts
lot
are
of
so
people
big right
can't
now, a
really
lot of people can't
differentiate
really
between, what's
differentiate
acting and
between
what could
what's
be
Oh,
acting and
yeah.
what could be
just
um
what's
just
really people's
what's really
feelings.
people's
And
feelings.
at
And
first, I used to get
I
upset,
get upset
and I go like,
and I go
"Man,
like, man,
that's
that's
it,
it,
it's a show."
it's a
But
show. But
I've come to
I've come to
appreciate that
appreciate that
people
people
watch and they
watch
get
and they get
involved and
involved and
invested. And if
invested.
my acting is
And if
good
my acting
enough,
is good enough,
then if I seem
if
convincing,
I
I'll take it.
seem
I
convincing,
appreciate it.
I'll take it. I
If I seem
appreciate
like
it.
that big
If I seem like that
of a
big
fool on TV,
of a
it's because
fool
I
on
was trying to
TV,
be
it's
that big
because
of a
I was
fool on
trying to
TV.
be that big.
And I appreciate everyone who's
And I
watching.
appreciate everyone watching.
And I saw the clip when you posted it, and you put in the caption, "Y'all gonna hate me for this." And
Yes.
as a woman, and I'm pretty sure it was the majority of it was women. It not only happened to you, but a group of women approached Terry T.
Mm-hmm.
Miles when he was coming out of the club, and you guys can check that interview out because he played a abusive boyfriend,
Yeah.
and the women walked up to him like, "Oh, I hate you. I can't
I
stand your
hate
character,"
you.
I hate
and
you.
recited the lines to the film, and they just started breaking out laughing. He was just like, "What I do? What I do?" But see, like Chef Scott just said, you've done a good job when people hate the character so much. But see, here's my thing, because I like to look at it through the glass as half full in some
Mm-hmm.
sort of way. Every villain, every antagonist has a backstory. And
Yeah.
I was just saying this with one of my guests not too long ago. I was saying that every villain has a backstory. Why is this person so evil? Why is this person so misogynistic? Why is this person like this? And then it goes back to a flashback scene, and you kind of find out more about the person that
Exactly.
way. And I can go even uh, to the comic world. Let's go to the Joker. The
Mm-hmm.
Joker has a backstory, and we've seen so many versions of it. I mean, Heath Ledger is one to top the cake, but there's other versions. Joaquin, I think his name, Joaquin Phoenix is
Uh-huh.
another. I mean, it's so
Yeah.
many versions of him. It's layers. It's like peeling an onion.
Mm-hmm.
Every character, the protagonist and then the antagonist. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorites is Halle Berry as Catwoman. Y'all know I love me some Halle Berry, and hence the whole face is Revlon today, just for Halle. But in that film, if you go and you watch it, the antagonist who tried to make her seem like, she was this and this, it was Sharon stone. Sharon
Mm-hmm.
Stone was the
Yeah, I
villain in that
remember
one.
that. Yes, I remember
So
that.
if you go
Yes.
back and you watch it, her husband as well too. So she tried to
Mm-hmm.
make herself seem like she was the victim. But
Mm-hmm.
every villain has a backstory. Every villain.
Every
So it's
one.
always
And
important to go back and
yeah, in acting
In
school, they
acting school,
tell
they
us about
tell us about
writing notes and
writing notes
creating
and
the story and
creating
creating the character.
the character.
And
And
any little
any
character you
little
get the
character you get the
opportunity to create
opportunity
and
to
work with,
create and work with,
you want to
you want to
ask yourself, what's their
ask
motivation?
yourself, what's their motivation?
Where would it come from?
Where did it
Why are
come
they
from?
doing this?
Why are they doing this?
Why is he
Why
such
is he such
an angry person?
an angry
And so
person?
you got to come
And
up with
so
all
you got to
that,
come up
and
with all that.
you develop all
You
your
develop all your
backstory
backstory
and your
and your
reasons and your
reasons and your
whys,
whys,
and then you can kind
and
of
then
flesh it
kind of
out.
flesh it out.
And
And
I just so happen
I
to
just so
be
happen
lucky
to
to
be
play a lot
lucky
of
to
people
play a
that
lot of people
get on
that
people's
get on
nerves,
people's
and
nerves,
I can
and
kind of pull
I can
out
kind of
information
pull
like
out
that in the back of my
information like
brain.
that in the back of my brain.
And what's so crazy is the yeah, we know the hero story, the
Hmm.
protagonist, but the antagonist, you might know somebody who's in a similar way. You're like, wow, I know somebody who might be like this, or
Hmm.
know someone who's experienced this in some sort of situation. We just start, us, the viewers, the consumers of the film, we are the ones that are sitting back and taking this in like, wow, I was just talking to my friend about something like this. You
Yeah,
wasn't actually saying in the theater because everybody trying to watch the movie, they ain't gonna want you to talk
yeah.
until after the film. But you're sitting down and you're having a conversation with your friends, and it's just like, I know someone who's like this, or I
Hmm.
know someone who's had a similar situation, or it could be a person that an actor could be playing a role where it's like a person who has multiple personality disorder.
Yep.
You have to really set yourself in that element. Or I was just saying it to someone not too long ago. Like if it's set in the 1930s, you have to go to the mindset of the 1930s. Like the show that's out right now, based off of It, and y'all know It, the clown with the red, yeah, with the balloons. Welcome to Derry. My brother K Tooks was telling me about the show, and he was just like, "Sis, it was good." A lot of people was telling me about the show. You need to go and check it out. Uh, the young lady, I can't remember her name, that the main character in there, she said that she had to go back and talk to her family relatives who were out in that time, like the 1930s, the
Hmm.
1940s, around that era, 1950s, whatever, where it takes place, and think back to that element. Think back to a place you've never been before, and our parents would know what it was like during that time. What
Hmm.
was it like? The hairstyles, the fashions, the accents.
Yeah.
So it's all about going back. I give you another big example. And oh my God, y'all already know I'm 32, but it's just like, how do you know that? Lady Sings the Blues, Diana Ross. Yes, going back to that era, if you're going to portray, and Andra Day as well too, she played uh, Billie Holiday.
Hmm.
So I can only imagine with her what she had to go through, the prepping, the study, her performances, mannerisms, everything. We
Yeah,
mentioned
the
Tiana in the
vocal
beginning
fry.
of the show.
Just the way
Yes,
we spoke back then, the way that we articulated our words was a totally different way. And so all that's studying, that's tons of practice and rehearsal, and it all pays off, and it's very, very fulfilling. And when you nab it, I mean, when you knock it out and you hit it, you feel it. You're like, wow, okay, the work's paying off. It's a lot like going to the gym. It's a lot like anything, studying for a test or whatever. When you really put that work in and you feel prepared and you actually get the results that you were looking for, mwah, chef's kiss.
absolutely. And it's a perfect final finished project. Both women, Diana and Andra, did an amazing job on Billie Holiday and
Hmm.
studying her art. We talked about Holly Berry. She played Dorothy Dandridge. So you can only imagine. I went back and I watched some of her interviews, and I'm just like, wow, she's spot on
Yeah.
because the mannerisms, the way she would dance, the way she would walk in the room. Like women back then around that time had a certain essence about them, from Billie
Yep.
Holiday to Dorothy Dandridge to Lynn Whitfield, Josephine Baker. And I remember her saying in an interview, the banana, we know the infamous banana skirt scene,
Hmm.
and how she had to dance and how she really had to go there to channel Josephine Baker because she was a big sensation in Paris, and
Hmm.
crossing over to the United States of America as a black woman, the struggles she's had to go through. All of these things, all of these mannerisms, you had to study the character. Which brings me to my next question, because I remember sitting down with JJ Johnson this week, and I asked him Tuesday who would play him in a story about his life. Taylor, you are legendary status. So who would play you in a story about your life?
Who would play me in a story about my life? It's a good
Yes.
question.
Um,
I
I
I like what B. Jordan
I like
does.
what
He's a
B.
really
Jordan
great
does. He's
actor.
a really great actor.
Um,
See
Um,
that?
he has a good mean mug
he has a
face,
good
and
mean mug
I think a
face,
lot
and
of
I
people
think
tell me I
a
have
lot
one
of
of
people
those. So
tell me I have
probably
one of those.
him.
So probably
My
him.
wife would tell me
My
that
wife would tell me that
that's the easy way to take
that's
it
the
out.
easy way to
That's the
take it
easy
out.
way out.
That's the easy
But
way
yeah,
out.
him
But yeah,
or
him or
honorable mention. Even though he's not really an actor,
even
my
though he's not
brother,
really an
my
actor,
brother could play me. I know
I know
Paul Walker's brother
Paul
played
Walker's
him
brother played him
in
um,
Mm.
some of the
in
scenes and
some
did
of the
some double
scenes
work for
and did some
him
double
during the
work for
Fast and
him
the
during the
Furious when
Fast and the
he
Furious
unfortunately passed away. So
when he
somebody
passed
like
away.
that.
So
My brother,
Oh,
he has more of
like
my
that. My brother
mannerisms and like my
mannerisms and
size and
like
my
my
stature,
size and my stature.
and so I think that would
And
be
so
good.
I think that would be good.
But if anyone ever gets
But
to play me in a
if
movie,
anyone ever gets to play me in a movie,
that's an honor for
that's an
myself,
honor
not for them.
for
I'm saying for
myself,
me that
not for
means
them. I'm saying for
I've
me
done a
that
lot of
means
great things, so that would
I've
be
done a lot
awesome.
of great things. So that would be awesome.
and the casting process. A lot of people have to go through the casting and auditioning process. And I've also mentioned we can't go without talking about Tina Turner, Angela
Oh,
Bassett. Like, I remember her literally saying that this role was strenuous for her because if you go back and you look at her body, I'm like, God, her body looks amazing. And she's
that's
playing
another
Tina
person they
Turner.
robbed
That's
for
another
an
person they
Academy
robbed
Award
for
for
an
that. That's
Academy
another
Award.
one. That's another time we got
We
robbed.
still
That
mad
Academy.
about that.
Yeah.
We still mad about that because but it was sweet what Michael B. Jordan said, Auntie, you deserve this. You know you deserve it. And
Yeah.
she did because she really embodied Tina Turner.
Yeah.
And I can remember her saying how strenuous and tiring this role was, where you're literally having to be physical. You're having to dance, get on stage, remember the lyrics to the song,
Mm-hmm.
get in the studio, remember the person's mannerisms, how they spoke, how they would eat, all of these things. You really have to have it down pat. And
Yeah.
it was
It's
even certain things. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
no. I'm saying just when you're doing
No, I'm saying just
biographical
when you're
work
doing
like that, it's even
biographical work
tougher
like that,
because
it's even
you're
tougher
not
because
creating something out of
you're
thin
not
air. You're
creating something
creating
out of
something
thin
that
air.
needs
You're
to
creating
stand
something
up
that
to
needs
what
to
other people know
stand up
about.
to what other
Somebody
people know about.
historically
Somebody
who is well
historically
known
who is well
and
known
people can
and
pull up information
people
about
can
them or
pull up
videos of
information
them. They
about
can
them or
compare you at all times.
they
So
can
you
compare
need
you
to
at
be
all
spot
times. So
on, and that's
you need to
even
be
tougher.
spot on, and
And she
that's
did
even
an
tougher.
incredible job.
And she did an incredible
And again, not to mention her body, her arms. If you go back and you look at her arms, I'm like, she must have put in a lot of. If you're going to play somebody, you have to make sure Tina Turner was known for her legs,
Yep.
her signature legs.
Yes.
And Angela had the total package. The body was perfect. I'm like, oh yeah, she did this. Even when she walked out on stage, I would go back and I would watch. I've had the pleasure of sitting down with, this was a few years after we did our interview. I had
Mm-hmm.
the pleasure of sitting down with Wayne Scott Lucas,
Okay.
who's styled the Queen of Rock and Roll, Tina Turner. He's also worked with Janet
Mm.
Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the pleasure of sitting down with him and he's shared stories with me. He even showed the dress that she wore. The silver Versace dress with the button. Yes, he brought that on the show and showed it.
He
So
brought that on the
I had
show.
the pleasure of
Wow.
sitting down and the same measurements, not same measurements, but the same mannerisms that Angela presented, the head gestures, because Tina would do a little certain thing with her head on stage. He said, you know what? Because he was dressing her, it was a decision on like whether she should put the dress or not. So you guys go back and check that one out as well too. Here, she looking good. Yes, Miss Stevie. Hey, thank you, Deshaun. We're talking about bios, and I asked Taylor who would play him in a story about his life. So welcome if you're just coming in. One of my colleagues, Deshaun. Make sure you guys go and check us out on the panel. Hopefully next month. Uh, Tina Turner. We were talking about Tina Turner. Yes, she did. And for Jamie Lee Curtis, you could look at her face, like her expression, because the camera always pans over to
Mm-hmm.
the nominees. It'll show you who's nominated for what. Um, I'll tell y'all about the Millie Jackson one in a minute because it was a bunch of female artists that was nominated for awards, and her face did not lie. Her face
Mm-hmm.
literally showed how she felt. The same for
Yeah.
Angela, but with Angela's, it was just like it was shock. Like we knew it was to be expected. No shade to Jamie Lee Curtis. We love her. Love Jamie Lee Curtis. But Angela should have gotten that because she's done the work
Done the
consistently.
work.
But
done the work, and we
Debbie
always do the
Allen
work. We
is
we always got
another.
to do more work than everybody else just to make it.
just to make
And
it. And
it's
it's
unfortunate, but
unfortunate, but
we got tough
we
skin
got
and
tough
we can
skin.
do it.
We can do it.
And she's been
And she's
recognized, and
been
look, we're
recognized, and look,
recognizing
we're
her right now.
recognizing her right
And I
now.
hope
And I hope
this gets back to her
this
and she
gets back to her
understands
and
how
she
much we
understands how
care
much we
and how
care
much we
and how
appreciate
much we
her and what
appreciate her
she's done
and what
for
she's done
us.
for us.
Uh, I can't even think
I
of a
can't
time in
even
my
think of
life
a
where
time in my life where
Angela Bassett
Angela Bassett
wasn't it. She's been it
she's been
my
it
whole
my
life.
whole life.
So I
So
appreciate
I
her for that,
appreciate her
and I
for that,
want her to
and
know that
I
we
want her
love
to know that
her,
we love her,
and we
and
always rooting for
we
her.
always.
And waiting to exhale. As a black woman, a young black woman growing up, I was too young to watch it because it came out in '95. I'm born in
Uh
'93, so yeah. Again, I'm giving y'all my age, 32. Now, my mama and sister, my mom and grandmother could watch it, but I was too young to see it because it was rated R, of course. But now I can go back and I can watch it. And I'm just like these four beautiful black women, different styles, different walks of life. Angela was one of them,
when she set
and
that car
I
on
always
fire.
wanted to
She
be
set that car
Bernadine.
on fire.
Yes, I was Bernadine. I was like, I want to be like Robin. Robin was the pleasure principal. Then I wanted to be like Gloria. Gloria was, balancing, taking care of her son, the salon. And then you had Savannah, Whitney Houston. And y'all know I'm a
Uh huh.
big Whitney
My mom read the
fan.
books.
So,
My
She had them
mom read
all,
the books.
and
She
she
had them
would read
all,
them.
and
And at
read them.
night before she was going
And
to bed, and
night
I was a kid, and I would ask her
I
like,
was
"What
a
are,
kid,
what
and I
are,
would
what
ask
are
her
they
like, "What
about?"
are
And she
they
would tell me, and I would
about?"
go like,
Tell
"Oh."
me, and
And
I would be like, "Oh."
I wasn't cognizant of
I
how
wasn't
important they
cognizant
were
of how
for our
important they
culture
were
until I
for
got
our
older,
culture until I got
and
older.
then I realized,
And then I
they
realized,
were
they were
they were monumental, and
they
they
were
still are.
monumental, and they still are.
but I was Bernadine.
Uh
Like
huh.
you said, she set that car on fire, but she said she took a lot of, when Angela goes into character, she takes a lot from the women in her family. And for Bernadine, she said she channeled her mother.
Ah.
She literally channeled her mother. The scene where she goes in the closet and she's
Mm-hmm.
ripping all of the clothes, throwing them in the wagon. That little red wagon was an extra on. And I remember her saying that because this is the 30th anniversary of
Mm-hmm.
Waiting to Exhale. And in that interview, she said, I would channel my mother. My mother would always say, I got your little red wagon. And I said, that sounds like something my mother would always tell me. She wouldn't always tell me. In the black household, our mothers would tell us that.
Uh huh.
And they know. But she said, my mother was very grand, very modest. So she'd smoke her cigarette. Even the scene where she takes the cigarette, she's
Yeah.
walking away after
Yep.
she done set the car on fire. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That
That
summer,
was
every woman
iconic
had
stuff.
that
I
book.
remember. I remember. I was there,
I was
and
there, and
all the books
all the
that were
books
written,
that were written, um,
there were some by BB, weren't
there
they?
were
That
some
were
by
big
BB,
too.
weren't they? That were big too.
I can't even remember
Um,
them, but my mom,
can't
I
even remember
mean,
them, but my
she
mom,
had stacks of them, and she would
she had
read them,
stacks of them,
and she was
and
enthralled, and all her
she was
friends, they
enthralled, and
were.
all her
It
friends,
was the talk of the town,
it was
and
the talk of the
I
town.
wish,
Book clubs and
a lot of times I could
everything.
go. I wish I
Yep.
could go
A lot
back
of
to
times I
that
could go. I
era.
wish I could go back to
It
that
was a
era.
great time.
Great time.
And exactly, Chef Scott. Almost every black woman had a Waiting to Exhale book. If not that one, I've got How Stella Got Her Groove Back, and I
Yeah,
also have Waiting to Exhale. But
I remember. Yeah,
again,
Stella
black
Stella
fiction.
when
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Tay hit the scene, and I
Tay
remember
hit
that
the
the
scene, and I
movie
remember that the movie
and
and the
his Jamaican
the
accent,
his
all
Jamaican
that. That was
accent,
a
I
time.
all
What a
that. That
time.
was the
What a
time.
time.
What
What
a
a
time.
time.
Whoopi Goldberg was in that one as well too. So I
Yep.
mean, I'm like, you got Whoopi Goldberg and Angela Bassett.
Uh
So
huh.
give these women their flowers. Another, I would say, and now they're giving honorary Oscars.
Uh huh.
So they gave Angela an honorary Oscar. Debbie Allen got an honorary Oscar. I'm like, just give them the Oscar.
Yeah,
These
give
women
them
have
an
done the
honorary.
thing.
That
Honorary. That
what they put in
what
so much
they put in
work.
so
They
much
deserve so
work.
much.
They
But see,
deserve so much.
that
But
right there is proof
that right there is
that
proof
people know
that
that they were wronged.
people know that they were
That's
wrong.
an
That's
honorary Oscar is like
an
getting
honorary
pardoned.
Oscar is like getting pardoned.
A posthumous
A
pardon when
posthumous pardon.
the person's already passed
Person's
away, and
already
now we're
passed away, and
saying,
now
well,
we're
they actually didn't
saying, well,
commit
they
that
actually
crime,
didn't
and we're
commit that
gonna
crime.
take it off
We're
their
gonna
record.
take
Like,
it off their
no.
record. Like, no.
What about when it was
What
happening?
about when it was happening?
What about at the
What
moment? What
about at the
about
moment?
in
What
real
about
time?
in real time?
And that's what I care
And
about. And
that's what I
it's good to
care
know
about.
that
And it's good to
people
know
are
that
being recognized, like we
people are
said,
being recognized,
sinners.
like we said,
But
sinners. But
so many of our people
so many of our people
Eddie Murphy should have
Eddie
5
Murphy should have
Oscars.
5 Oscars.
Oh
Like
yeah.
he's
Like
been robbed
he's
so
been
many
robbed so
times.
many times.
Now it goes back to what
Now
we were
it goes
talking
back to what we were
about
talking about
devaluing what's valuable to
devaluing what's
us.
valuable to us.
Somehow
Somehow,
him playing multiple
him playing
characters and
multiple
Coming to
characters and Coming to
America
America
or the Nutty
or The Nutty
Professor or
Professor
things
That's
like
funny
that
or
too.
things
will
like that
be looked
will
at
be looked at
as less
as
important
less
than
important than
somebody doing something
somebody
else
doing
when
something else
what
when
he's doing is
what
some
he's
of the
doing is
hardest
some of
work
the
you could
hardest work
possibly
you
be
could
doing as an
possibly be doing
actor
as an
or as
actor
somebody on
or as
camera.
somebody on camera.
Not only is he
Not
playing
only
multiple
is he playing
characters,
multiple
but he's
characters, but
entertaining
he's
us with multiple
entertaining us
characters.
with multiple
Now, it's
characters.
one thing to play
Now, it's
multiple
one thing to play
characters
multiple
and
characters and
have a straight face
have
and
a
whatever,
straight
but
face and whatever, but
we're laughing
we're
and
laughing
we're
and
crying
we're
from laughter
crying
and it's
from
so
laughter and it's so
incredible
incredible
and it's so
and
good
it's
that we
so
don't
good
even
that we
take it
don't even take it
seriously.
seriously.
But the serious
But the
work to put
serious
in to
work to
create
put
those
in to
characters
create those
is
characters is
monumental.
monumental.
Is
Is
monumental. He makes it
monumental.
look
He
so
makes it look
easy
so easy
that
that
we not me and
that
not
we,
you,
not me,
but
and not
people as a
but
whole have
people as a
disregarded it.
whole have
He's
disregarded.
so good at it that we
He's
take it
so
for
good
granted.
at it that we take it for granted.
That's impossible. And there's so
That's
many people like that in
impossible.
our
And there's so
culture that
many
are
people
so
like that
good
in
at
our
so
culture
much
that are
stuff
so good at so
that
much stuff
the
that
people as a whole, the
the
public as a
people as
whole
a
take
whole,
it
the
for
public as
granted.
a whole, take it for granted.
And that's how we've been robbed
And
so
that's
many
how
times
we've
when it
been
comes to
robbed so many
music, when it
times when it
comes
comes
to
to music,
theater,
when it
when it
comes
comes
to
to film,
theater,
when it comes to
when it comes to
TV,
film, when it comes
when
to
it comes to
TV,
anything like that.
when it comes
We're
to
so
anything like that.
good, we're
We're
so
so good,
strong in the
we're so
area
strong in the
that
area that
others think it's
others
natural for us
think
and
it's
that we
natural
shouldn't be
for us
rewarded.
and that we should be rewarded.
Same with sports.
Same with sports.
And what's so crazy is we do all of this work and we get just what I said, an honorary Oscar. I'm like, when I seen that, I'm like, that's nice and all, but she deserves the actual
The
thing
actual.
because
She
these
deserves
women
multiple.
She deserves
longevity.
multiple.
But Whoopi Goldberg is EGOT.
Mm-hmm.
She's
She
got
got it all.
She
she's
got
got
it all.
everything. But I'm just like,
Tiana's
give it to the
next.
Tiana's
next.
next.
Yes, Tiana is next. And there's so many other black women who are out here doing the thing. Tessa
Mm-hmm.
Thompson is another. And I mean, she's writing, she's directing, she's
Mm-hmm.
producing, and so many others. Give them their flowers as well too. And it's just like that clip that goes viral of Issa Rae. I'm rooting for everybody black that's in a nomination.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
when I seen that Sinners was nominated, I'm like, okay, yes, this is it because this is the moment. Like I couldn't go nowhere without everybody talking about how outstanding this project was, and then for the time period that we are currently living in right now, it's just like to be able to go back to that space
Mm-hmm.
and tell a story where everyone who was on that screen looks just like you. That's the power of inclusivity.
Yep.
That is
Yep.
not only the power of inclusivity, but when Ryan Coogler sat in that room and was writing this whole entire script for this project, and then to see it come to fruition and people who look like me and look like Taylor and my audience and everybody felt included. They went back and they seen it twice.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on
Yeah.
Tiana to make the Dion. Oh yes, we just talked about that. And you know who else could play Dionne Warwick as well too? Because I'm like, it's two women who look just like Dionne Warwick. And I don't know if anybody else caught on to it, but Golden Brooks from Girlfriends.
Mm.
She looks just like Dion. It's the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Tiana too. They both have the eyes. They could do it. So I think that would be great. But Tiana's got this because I mean she sings,
That's
she
what
she
friends
dances,
are
she
for.
performs. The multi hyphenate.
Uh-huh.
The multi hyphenate.
Just immense
Just
talent
immense
oozing out of
talent
her
oozing out of
pores. And
her
like I said,
pores. And like I
a
said,
lot of us have
a
that,
lot of us have
and
that,
then it becomes
and then it
disregarded. We
becomes
just take it for
disregarded.
granted.
We just take it for granted.
And you got
And
somebody else
you got
that
somebody else that
I don't want to get into
I don't want
specifics
to
because
get
I
into
don't want to
specifics because I
disparage
don't want to
anybody, but people
disparage
from other
anybody, but
cultures and
people
other
from other
places,
cultures and other places,
they might shake their hip a
they
little
might
bit, and
shake their hip
everybody
a
try to
little
say
bit,
they
and
got rhythm
everybody try to
now.
say they got
And
rhythm
we've
now.
been creating
Been
rhythms
creating
for
rhythm
eternity. It's
for
just
eternity. It's
we
just
playing by different rules.
playing by different rules.
Yes, absolutely, and that's important. Why we keep Golden Brooks would kill it too, but I think Kiana, yes, she would. Again, she dances, she performs, and we seen the clip of her at Vogue World. Y'all have seen the
Mm-hmm.
clip with her in the blonde bob cut that goes viral, and it's now a meme. It's everywhere. So I mean, she is for the culture. And
Yeah.
someone did a whole thread on Instagram about her saying how she was a Renaissance woman because she hosts. It was a clip on Wendy Williams. That's it. And Wendy Williams and her just had a great exchange. And Wendy had the shoe cam. She came on and brought her personality. So Tiana Taylor is going to bring personality to anything she does. And if it's not one battle after another, it's straw.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not straw, then it's what's another one of her projects that she's done? She's done many.
She's in Rip right now, the one
Right
on
now, the one on
Netflix
Netflix
with
Rip,
with
Affleck and Matt Damon.
Affleck
She's in that
and
one
Damon.
too.
She's in that one too.
and she's worked with Leo DiCaprio.
Mm-hmm.
Leo DiCaprio has even gave her his graces. Like
Yes.
this woman
Yes.
has it.
He knows
And,
talent.
and shout
Yeah,
out
Knows
this
to
is one
talent.
thing he
Tia.
knows. He knows
It's the
talent.
one thing he knows. He knows talent.
And she is the multi hyphenate. And you still listen to Dion? Yes, I love her, and I
Yeah.
think she handpicked her the same way uh, Aretha Franklin handpicked Jennifer Hudson. She said, "No, no, no, I don't want nobody else to do this. I want her to do it." So
And she
that's
was
the
right.
blessing when
And
you
she was
find
right.
when you get the go ahead from somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember her having the phone conversation with Sean Robinson on who she wanted to play her in a story like we're talking about Aretha Franklin, and she said no. Because Sean was making suggestions. She said, "No, I want Jennifer Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
I want her." And just as is, she did an amazing job. Yes, 1001. That's it. When you saw her running down the road, she was
Mm-hmm.
trying to help her son. So yes, this woman, and even seeing her on tour, her performances, like
Oh yeah. The moment
Oh
I
yeah.
wake up
The moment I wake up,
before I put on
yes,
my
before I
make. That's
put
a
on
hit.
my face,
Say
that's
it
a
a
hit.
little. That's a hit. And
That's the hit.
I
And
play it all the time.
I play it all the time.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
I'm sorry.
when I see love forever
I said
and
love
ever,
forever
yeah,
and
it's a great
ever.
one.
It's a great.
and then to stand next to her on stage doing a tribute to her, dressed just like her.
Mm-hmm.
That's a blessing in itself. Dionne Warwick is still alive and living, and there are so many other amazing artists who could have stories told about their life. But the thing is, you need to cast those actors. There's actors out here who are willing
Oh yeah,
to do it. You know?
so talented.
So
So many
talented.
of us.
So many of
Like I
us.
said, when Separate Rooms comes
Like I
out,
said, when separate
we're
rooms
gonna
comes out,
drop that, I
we're gonna
believe,
drop that. I believe
in March,
in
and we're already working
March,
on season
and we're
two
already working on
because
season two
the
because the
people have liked it so
people
much
have
from
liked
behind the
it so
scenes. What
much
we've done
from
so
behind the
much, it's
scenes. What
been
we've done
so
so much,
good.
it's been
I
so
work with some
good. I work
incredible
with some
actors, so many talented
incredible
people,
actors, so many talented
and
people,
it's amazing.
and it's
It's
amazing.
when you
It's
start
when you start
touching
touching
all the different avenues, and
all
you
the
go like,
different
man, these
avenues,
people
and you're
can
like,
really do
man, these
stuff.
people can really do stuff.
I'm not even that
I'm not
talented.
even
They're
talented.
great,
They're
and
great,
these
and
people are great,
these
and you
people are
just feel
great, and
good.
you
And
just feel good. And
when it all
when
comes
it
together, a
all comes
project
together,
like
a
a
project,
biography,
biography,
something
something
for Aretha,
for
or
Aretha or
Ray,
Ray,
so those
Oh,
kind of
Jamie
things,
those
Foxx.
kind of things,
you can just see
you
it,
can
and
just
you're
see
like,
it, and
wow,
you're like,
it's
wow,
incredible.
it's
It's
incredible.
incredible that
It's
the
incredible.
talent oozes
Talent
off the
is
screen.
off the
It
screen.
jumps out
It
at you.
jumps out at you.
Uh,
Uh,
I'm I'm
I'm,
just lucky to
I'm just
even
lucky to
be
even be
involved in
involved in
a world like
a
this. Like
world like
you,
this. Like you,
your talent to do
your
this, to
talent
put
to
all
do
this
this, to
together,
put all this
to
together,
bring
to
us all
bring us
together,
all together,
um, carry the show,
carry the show,
recognize so many
recognize so
people.
many people.
It's
It's
it's not even enough
it's not even
words,
enough
and we all
words,
thank
and we
you.
all thank you.
We are appreciative
We
of
all
you.
appreciative
This
of you.
platform, I've seen it
Platform,
grow.
I've
I've
seen it
seen what
grow.
you've
I've
done.
seen what you've done.
It's been
It's
magnificent.
been magnificent.
And I receive all of those flowers, and vice versa for you yourself
Thank
as
you.
well.
Thank you.
And that's what it takes is highlighting everybody. I remember that, sister. Yes, 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 yes. About Aretha or Ray, Jamie Foxx, because to be able to portray a story about someone's life,
Hmm.
you really have to go there.
Yeah.
You really have to go there. And there's so many other artists that have done the work in music and so much more. Who I would love to see stories about their lives.
Yeah.
Patti LaBelle is
Yeah.
another.
Oh, I'd love to see
Now,
one.
it,
Oh, I'd love to see one.
Patti LaBelle, I'd love to see a story about her life. Uh, let's see who else.
I want to see
Oh my
Stevie's
I want to see
goodness.
life.
Stevie's life.
Oh, Stevie
Stevie
Wonder.
Wonder. I
Stevie
want to see
Wonder.
Stevie's
I want to
life. I
see
want to see
Stevie's life. I
Patty.
want to see Patty.
Uh,
Uh,
I'd love to see a
I'd love to
story
see a
about
story about
Barry Gordy.
Barry.
Oh yes.
Um,
Um,
those kind of guys,
kind of
Quincy.
guys, Quincy.
There are so
There are
many
so many
magical people
magical people
that
that
we
we
have in our culture,
have
in
in
our
our culture and
history.
our history.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah, that's a
question.
good
Who
question.
could play
Who could
Patty?
play
That's
Patty?
I'm seeing
Ooh.
that right
Seeing
now.
that right now.
Fantastic. Oh,
And oh,
that would be
that
good.
would be good.
She could hit the
She could
notes.
hit the notes.
We titled the
We
movie
titled the movie
"If You Only Knew."
"If You Only Knew."
Ooh.
If you only knew.
If
Put
you
that
So
in
only
the
knew.
universe.
yeah,
Put
but if
that in
you
the
only knew.
universe.
If you
Because
only
I
knew.
was just thinking, because if you go back and you look at some of Patty's older performances, like the dance moves, she would do funny dance moves. So you really have to embody the godmother of soul. The
Uh-huh.
hit, the wild
Yep.
hairstyles, the nails, the fashions. You really
Mm-hmm.
have to bring Patty LaBelle because she brought drama to every one of her performances. And
Yes.
I was reading an article about her. They made her one of the best styled women, and they said she's very avant-garde.
Yes.
It's like
She
you don't know what you're going
yeah,
to
you
get with
don't.
Patty
You
Yeah, you
don't.
LaBelle.
don't. You don't.
And a lot of people
And a lot of
today
people
don't even
today
realize
don't
that.
even realize that.
Patty obviously
Patty
is
obviously
elegant
is elegant
and
and she's
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 she's less
she's less
out there than she
out there
was
than she was
back in those
back
kind of
in
times. But
those kind
yeah,
of
when I
times. But
see
yeah,
clips
when I
of
see clips of
the 80s and
the
the
80s and the
70s and stuff like that,
70s and
Patty
stuff like
was
that, Patty
she
was
was on the
she was
cutting
on
edge
the
of all
cutting
that kind of
edge of all
stuff.
that.
They think like Lady
They think
Gaga
like
and
Lady
them or
Gaga and
somebody
them
now.
or
Like Patty
somebody.
was
Like
like
Patty
laying it
was like
down.
laying it down.
Like back then, she
Like
was
back
holding
then,
it
she was
down.
holding it down.
She crawled so that the female artists today that we see that have that same exact style,
Uh huh.
like who can think? Cardi B is very out there. She's
Yeah.
very dramatic. She
Uh huh.
loves over the top fashion. We've seen it at her court hearings. So
Uh
it was
huh.
one that she wore that was a black and it had a hood attached to it. I'm like, okay, girl, you ate this look right here. I'm not gonna lie. Even though this is serious, what you on trial for, what you going to court for, but you ate this look.
mm-hmm.
Lady Gaga, of course, I mean, out of the box. Patti LaBelle was the mole, and she said her costume designer Larry Legatsky was responsible for some of those looks when she was in the group LaBelle,
Mm-hmm.
Lady Marmalade. They wore the
Yeah.
funky, and my brother had the pleasure of sitting down with Taj from SWV K Tubes, and he asked her about that performance, and she said, "Oh, that was so much fun to be able to dress up like Patti LaBelle and LaBelle with the costumes, same exact costumes the girls fit in." So, like Chef Scott said, the blueprint, and Patty
Mm-hmm.
is that. And she's 81 years old,
Yeah,
still
and
touring,
it's
still performing.
still looking like
Still looking
magnificent, still
magnificent,
sounding
still
magnificent.
sounding magnificent.
Yeah, I play a lot of her
I play a
stuff
lot of her stuff
still to this day,
still to this
always in my
day,
headphones at the
always in my
gym,
headphones at the
and
gym, and
I'm grooving.
I'm grooving.
Yeah, Patty,
Yeah, Patty,
the notes she can hit
the
are
notes
just
she can
like
hit are
crazy.
just like crazy.
Hey, Naptown, welcome, welcome. We are talking about biographies here with Taylor Byron, and who would play who? Who's a male artist that is still alive and living and touring? I'm trying to think. It's so
What
many.
about what about Ron
What
Isley?
about Ron Isley?
Oh, yes.
I we missed out.
We missed
Isley.
out.
I'd love to see a
I'd love to
Frankie
see a
Beverly
Frankie
story.
Beverly story.
One of my favorite
One of my
artists of all
favorite artists of
time.
all
Rest in
time.
peace. Love you,
Peace,
Frankie.
love you, Frankie.
Um,
Um,
just timeless
just
music, stuff
timeless
that
music, stuff that
brings tears to my
brings
eyes
tears to
when
my
I
eyes
play it and
when
when I
I
sing
play it
it.
and when I sing it.
We grow up on
We
stuff like
grow up
that,
on
and then
stuff like that, and then
it becomes the
it
soundtrack of
becomes
our
the soundtrack
lives,
of our
and
lives, and
it matters so
it matters
much.
so
And the
much.
older I
And the
get,
older I get,
the more
the
sentimental
more
I am with
sentimental
all
I
the
am with
artists that
all
I
the
grew up
artists that I
listening
grew
to
up
and that my
listening to
parents
and
were
that my
listening
parents
to,
were
and
listening to.
it's just wonderful.
It's just wonderful.
Yes, the Silver Fox. Everybody
Yes.
kept when his picture went viral. Everybody kept calling him the Silver Fox. So Ron Isley is one. Oh
Al
my
Green.
goodness.
Al Green.
Oh, oh
Uh,
my goodness.
Go ahead.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead,
Go ahead,
Chef.
Chef.
Al Green. My God. Uh, who's another? Um, Even though he has fan base, y'all already know who I'm gonna say. It's got to be a story about Isaac Hayes.
Oh
It's
yes,
got to be a story about him. And his
yes.
son, Isaac Hayes III, can play him. They
Hmm.
look just alike.
Yeah,
So, I mean, why not? And I mean,
yeah.
his father was a, uh, the theme to Shaft. Come on now. I always wanted to try it as an extra for the Bear. Oh, for real. That's a good show. That's a good
Yeah, it's a
show.
really good
Yeah,
show.
it's
It's
a really good show.
high, intensity, fast paced. They're going hard on that
They're
show.
going hard on that show.
We talk about the women. Uh, Shaka Khan, who
Yes,
would play her in the story about her life. Stephanie
Shaka
Mills is
Khan. That's
another.
that's a good one.
That's a good
She's
one. She's
who could play Shaka?
could play Shaka.
I don't even know if I
I don't
know
even know
anyone
if I know
who can
anyone
do
who
all
can
that.
do all that.
Pay me $100
Pay me
to
$100
be an
to be
extra on the Bear. They
an
want to
extra
pay
on
you
the Bear.
hundred
They want to pay
dollars.
you $100.
Do they
She
do
said
that?
because
They
they
They,
passed.
yeah,
You
they
passed?
yeah. They
sometimes they do that. Yeah,
sometimes they do that. Yeah.
stuff like that.
Like
I
that.
know that
I know that
extra work on
extra work on
soaps. I did.
soaps.
I
I
shot some episodes for
some
General
episodes for
Hospital over the
General
summer.
Hospital over the summer.
Not extra work, but
Not
I know
extra work,
that
but I know
I
that
believe the
I
extras
believe the
were
extras were
making something like that, like
making something like that, like
125 a day or
125
something
a
like that. And
day
I
or
see a
something like
lot
that. And I
of
see a lot of
the castings come
the
around for
castings
things
come
like
around
that.
for things like that.
It's around that
It's
price,
around that price.
and it
And
could be good work. You
it
get
could be
yourself
good
in
work.
front of
You get
some
yourself in
people,
front of some people,
sit down,
sit
rub
down,
shoulders with
rub
someone,
shoulders
and
with
next thing you
someone, and
know,
next thing you
boom.
know, boom.
Uh, who- you never know. I've sat down with Frank Madman Nitty, who was in the background. He did some background work as well too. Now
Hmm.
you see him on The Shy. You
Yeah,
see him working with Jacob Lattimore, and I've seen him
exactly.
literally doing videos behind the scenes with Jacob Lattimore. And he had the pleasure of meeting Lynn Whitfield. So, Chef Sky, girl, you
Yeah,
better go do it.
Yeah,
it can
Get
work.
it
It can
because
happen.
you never
it can happen.
know.
Getting where you fit in. You
Getting where you
just
fit in.
every opportunity is
Every
something.
opportunity is something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you have to start somewhere. So never sell yourself short because
Hmm.
there's other people who are going, could be going for that same exact role as you. You have to start somewhere. And
Yeah.
there are people who have started background in shows and it's in, the director would call back and be like, no, no, no. This person isn't here today. We're gonna bring you in. Come
Come
on,
on
we
in.
want you for this role.
Yep.
And that has happened. And you next thing you know, you got a reoccurring role or whatever. So speaking in the universe, and this is the year for it. This is the
Yes.
year of making things happen, 2026, and bringing it to fruition. So to anybody who is going for an acting role and they're just like, okay, I want to be next to lead an extra. You might not get that right off the bat. You have to start somewhere.
Hmm. No.
And
No,
Yeah. Just see what it
just
is.
see what it is.
See what you can
See
do.
what you can do.
Everything takes an
Everything
investment in
takes an
yourself, an
investment in
investment
yourself,
in
an
your
investment
time
in your time
and
and
your energy.
your energy.
Um,
Um,
I would say the best thing to
I would
do
say
is
the best
create a
thing to do is
circle
create a
of people
circle
that you
of
know have
people that you
similar
know have
goals,
similar goals,
and you guys can all
and you
bounce
guys can
ideas
all
off of
bounce
one
ideas
another,
off of one another,
and then you can
and then you can
test out
test
your
out
ideas
your
and what you're working
ideas and what
on
you're
one
working
another,
on one another,
and good things will
and
come.
good things.
yeah, absolutely. And weigh your options too. Weigh your options because there's so
Please.
many
Please.
uh casting calls out here for shows. I know a lot of shows. It's award show season. The Oscars is coming up, so it's going to be a lot of premieres coming up, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of auditions coming up as
Yes.
well too. Yes. So network, find yourself amongst two, and that's again why I solely created this platform so that people can ask actors, actresses, the producers, directors. I've literally had producers and directors that with on this platform and other actors link up and connect just
Hmm.
off of the strength of the conversation. So you
Yeah,
never
and that's how
know.
it should be. We make it our own way, and we appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So before we are now coming into the wrapping hour. We went over an hour.
Oh, we
My
went over
God,
now.
the
Yes, we
We went over
conversation
an
did.
is
hour.
so
Yes,
good.
we did.
Yes. So we're now in the closing hour. Okay, I'll look back into it. The new season is about to start. And when I finish that, I'm going to be Stevie's personal chef. And girl, I receive it. I receive it. That's why I did my platform, the K Spot. Yes, and I've been on K2's show, and hopefully I pray this collab happens next week. We don't get no snow. The weather looks good for now, but they're saying Saturday all the way up until Monday. So I don't know. I like I said, I'm not a meteorologist or Mother Nature. I have no control over the weather or how to predict it. So we just gonna hope because I want that collab to happen next week. We have it set for next week where K Tukes will be coming on, and I will be going on his show as well too. So
Okay, great,
she
great.
said she'll be your show too.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
we can talk
Well,
about
talk about
it.
And I receive it, Chef Sky. I receive it. It is coming. I would love to dream. And yes, that's another thing before we close. Dreams, putting everything into perspective. Your team, who are you manifesting for the year of 2026? And I've put my whole vision board together. And I must say, one of the words that I put on my vision board is more.
More.
And I said I wanted more for myself as it pertains to Style by Stevie, of course, hosting this platform, continuing on with this platform, but also writing and producing behind the
Mm-hmm.
scenes as well too. So just like Chef Scott said, she wants to get into acting and being my personal chef because it's coming, girl, and so much more. Put it out there bring around to you. What you put out in the universe will always come back to
Mm-hmm.
you in return. And I'm a firm believer in that. So I just wanted to close out with that. So, Taylor, separate rooms. Make sure you guys check out Taylor on separate rooms. And what else do you have coming up?
We have coming up.
we have coming up.
There's a
There's
Hallmark
a
movie
Hallmark
that
movie
I
that I
shot.
shot.
It
It
it's Killer Blonde
Killer
or
Blonde,
something like that. Killer
something
Blonde.
like
They're
that. Killer Blonde.
working on the name. They're
Working on the
switching that
name. They're
up.
switching it up.
We're going to do, like I
We're
said,
going to do,
Separate
like I
Rooms
said, separate
season
rooms
two.
season two.
There's a lot of
There's
modeling
a lot of
campaigns
modeling
you can
campaigns
catch
you
me
can
in.
catch me in.
SoCal edit. If you were
SoCal
out
edit.
in LA, you'd
Out in
see me on
LA,
a lot
you'd
of
see me on a lot of
billboards all
billboards
over
all over
the freeway and
the
whatnot
freeway and
for
whatnot for
SoCal
SoCal
Edison and things
Edison
like
and
that.
things like that.
Just did some
Just did some
reading for a couple
reading for
Tyler
a
Perry
couple Tyler
projects, so I'm
Perry
looking to hear
projects,
back
so I'm
from
looking to
them.
hear back from
Yeah,
them.
so
Yeah,
maybe
so
you might see me
maybe
on
you might
Divorce
see me on
Sisters or
Divorce
something like that
Sisters
really
or something like
soon.
that really soon.
So keep your fingers
Stay
Keep your
crossed.
tuned.
fingers crossed.
And
And
yeah, just
yeah,
pushing through. The
just
year
pushing
just
through. The year
started,
just
and I've had a
started,
lot
and
of
I've had a
lineups for
lot
a
of
lot of
lineups for a
auditions.
lot of
I taped for some
I
more
taped for some more
verticals,
verticals.
looking to hear
Looking
back.
to hear back.
I got a script
I
that
got
was
a
sent over to
script
me
that was
by a
sent over to
guy.
me by a guy.
Actually, he reached
Actually,
out to me on
reached out to
Instagram.
me
They
on
want me to
Instagram.
do
They want me
something,
to do something.
and
And
I got to
I
read it and
I
take a
gotta
look at
read
it.
it
But
and
there's
take
so
a look
many
at it. But
things, and
there's
I'm
so
just
many
so
things, and I'm
appreciative.
just so appreciative.
Uh,
Uh,
there's a project I've
there's a project
written.
I've written.
Oh, and one more thing
Oh,
too.
and one more thing too.
A long time
A
ago,
long time ago,
my best friend and I
my
put
best friend
together
and I put together
a set of children's
a set
books
of
called
children's
Global
books called
Friends,
Global Friends.
and they're on
And
Amazon right now.
they're
You
on
can
Amazon right now.
just
You can
go on
just
Amazon and
go
type
on
in
Amazon
Global
and type
Friends
in Global
books.
Friends.
Global Friends. There are two
Global
different
Friends.
words, global and then friends.
Global, and then
You'll find them. We made a bunch of
find them. We made a bunch of
multicultural books for children,
multicultural books for children.
and
And
looks like we're turning it
looks
into a
like we're
TV
turning it
series
into.
now. And so we've been working
And
on
so
that
we've been
right now.
working
We're
on that
producing that,
right now. We're
and we've been
producing
in
that,
contact with
and
our
we've been in
illustrator,
contact with our
and it's going
illustrator,
really
and
well.
it's going
And
really
I would
well.
love for everyone to
And I
check
would
them
love
out.
for everyone
If
to
you
check
have
them out.
children, if
If
you
you
have
have
nieces
children,
and
if you have
nephews,
nieces and nephews,
if you have
if you have
kids in your life,
kids in
they're
your
wonderful
life,
books for
they're
that.
wonderful books for that.
One of my favorite books that we
One of
made
my
is
favorite books that we made is
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia.
It's a great one
It's a great
for our
one
people,
for our
and
people,
we're putting
and
that together.
we're putting
So
that
look
together.
out
So
for that
look
on
out for
YouTube.
that
We'll
on
be putting
YouTube.
together the
We'll
TV
put
show, the
together the TV
cartoon.
show, the cartoon.
But yeah,
But
so
yeah, so
it's going to be a good
it's
year,
going to be a good year.
and I'm very
And
appreciative,
I'm
and I'm
very
so happy
appreciative.
for
I'm
you
so
having me,
happy for you
Stevie.
having me,
I'm so
Stevie.
happy for all the
So happy for
fans,
all the fans,
everybody, all your
everybody,
supporters
all
that
your
come in and
supporters that come in and
watched us and
watched
that will
us
watch
and
us.
that
It's
will watch
just
us. It's just
I when I
I
started doing stuff
when I
like this, when I
started
started
doing stuff like
acting,
this,
when I
when I
started
started
modeling, I
acting, when
never
I
thought
started
that
modeling, I
anybody
never
would even
thought
like
that anybody would
recognize
even like
me or any
recognize me
care,
or even
anybody
care,
would even know.
anybody
But
would even know.
it's been
But
great, and
it's been great,
it's
and
been good to
it's been good
go
to
along the ride with
go
you
along
too,
the ride
Stevie,
with you
because
too, Stevie,
we
because
know we've been working our
we've
way
been
through
working our
things,
way through
and
things, and
everything looks good. Like your hair is looking
good. Like
beautiful,
your hair is looking
makeup's looking
beautiful,
wonderful,
makeup's looking
everything's looking
wonderful,
great.
everything's looking great. I
It's all
it's
looking
it's
excellent.
all
I'm so
looking
proud of you.
excellent. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much, Taylor.
You're very welcome.
And I'm
Very well.
proud of you.
Thank you.
And I would love
Thank
to
you.
have you back on in the spring. And Chef Scott says she's going to follow
Thank
you,
you, Chef.
Taylor.
I will follow
Yes.
you back. I will follow you back.
Follow you back.
And also, Fashion Dolls. Make sure you follow Taylor on Instagram. Make sure you guys are following me as well too. A very special thank you to my brother K Tukes.
Yes.
Again, make sure y'all go and check him out. Hopefully next week he will be joining me. And I want you guys. I'm going to leave you guys uh, with a quote for the day, the final thought of the day, which is every successful person begins with two beliefs. The future can be better than the present, and I have the power to make it so. So remember that. And she just put her Instagram handle in the
I
chat.
got
So
you,
I got
Chef.
you, Chef.
yes, and she will follow. Y'all follow my girl, Chef Sky, and all of my beautiful mods. Naptown, always a pleasure. I can see you being a talk show host, Stevie. Thank you. Thank you. And we're trying to make that into fruition. I
Yeah,
want
it's
to
gonna
do
happen. It's gonna
in
happen.
person
It's gonna
shows.
happen.
It's gonna happen.
I want to do in person shows, and everybody keeps asking, when is she going to do it? When is she going to do it?
It's coming.
I'm trying to get it in motion, y'all. I'm trying to get it in motion because I know a lot of people want to be able to feel the energy in every single one of my interviews in person.
Yes.
So we're working on it, y'all. We're working on it. You guys stay tuned for that. And again, and I tell y'all this all the time: be intentional about being intentional. Make sure that if acting, and I keep picking on my girl Chef Sky, um, if acting is something you want to do, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
You saw how she went to that audition and she passed.
Mm-hmm.
That's a living testament that if you apply yourself, if you try just one time, you never know what the outcome could be. Just
Be
like
anything.
with creating Style by Stevie, I'm like, ain't nobody gonna want to watch little old me. And
No,
then
we
come to
want to
find
watch
out
you.
my classmates are watching the platform. They go to the stories, they're seeing like, how did you get this person? How phones ringing off the hook? How did you get to interview this person and this person and this person? Yeah, I, I still to this day I can't even find the answer. So I mean, it's a blessing to me to be able to share people to share their stories with me and just go in and have great conversation. So that's living proof that if you put it together, if you create a plan, if you strategize, that's the sole purpose of vision boards. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us have gotten to work on our vision boards. Almost everything that I've seen on the board, and it's almost the end of this month, is coming to fruition.
Yes.
I didn't think 20 was going to be a success. And people are watching from all over the world. So I want to say to each and every one of you, thank you. And thank you, Taylor, for y'all's unconditional love and support. It means a
Thank
lot.
you too, Stavey, and thank
Thank
you
you
to
too,
everybody for
Stevie,
their
and thank you
support.
to
And we
everybody for their
appreciate you.
support. We
And
appreciate
we will
you,
see you guys
and
soon.
we will see you guys soon.
Absolutely. And make sure you guys. Oh yeah, now tell. I know what that is. Okay. I'm sorry. I know where that came from. um, Make sure you guys, I lost my thought. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. Judy Lee joins me as we wrap up this week, and then the Saturday show, hopefully with EJ. So make sure you guys tune in for that. I love y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow with Judy Lee. Take care, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
You too.